All right, thanks, Kent. Want to thank all the fans who came out tonight. Great student turnout. Appreciate them making it a great atmosphere here in the PMAC. Tremendous credit to Coach Pearl and Auburn. They have a really good basketball team. You see how they're able to put so much pressure on you and beat you in a lot of different ways. The story's easy to write. I think when you look at the first half turnovers, their pressure, their trapping really bothered us. And then the offensive glass, clearly. It was a little bit of fool's gold, the start to the game. We're up 6-0. I think they had 9 offensive rebounds in the first media segment. And although it didn't turn into any points there, ultimately it did as the game wore on. So I thought our guys really competed at a high level, but we've got to find ways somehow to quit turning the ball over so much and to limit the second shot opportunities.
Yeah, Coach, I mean, what do you think it's going to take for the turnovers to start coming down, and just how you evaluate that, I guess, with it being such a recurring issue?
Yeah, it's a challenge, Glenn. I wish I had the solution at this point. I thought their traps really bothered us, their physicality on that side of the ball. They also, influenced a lot of action to our left hand and really funneled things toward their shot blockers, and we did not handle that well. So I got to find some solutions to eliminate that. And it's the difference. You look at the second half, when we had it down to 6 there late in the second half, we had only turned the ball over 2 times. And so, from the percentages, you shoot well enough. Second half, you're 50% from the floor, 42 from 3. Didn't shoot it as well at the free throw line as we normally have. But because we didn't turn it over, we gave ourselves an opportunity there. So we've got to figure out something else to do from an offensive standpoint there.
Yeah, Coach, you kind of mentioned, but the second half, y'all's offense got going, kept you on the game. Just what changed there, and what did you like about how y'all were able to find a rhythm?
Yeah, I think Matthew was just not turning it over. I thought we were able to execute a lot better. We got some stops defensively that allowed us to get out in transition and get some better scoring opportunities. But because we didn't turn it over, I thought we were able to get shots on goal. And I know that's not to oversimplify it, but that was the whole bottom line. And so we got to find ways to do it more consistently.
Coach Jordan Sears had a run. I think he had a 4-point play, then a 3-pointer. I think cut it to 5. Why do you think the team wasn't able to build on that sort of momentum?
Well, I think Auburn showed their veteran team. Whenever we got it down to 5 or 6, I thought they always made the next play. We never could get that stop that we had to have. That game stayed around 5-9 for a long period of time, whether it was a bad foul on our part or a second chance opportunity on the offensive glass. If you would have told me we'd hold them to 40% from the floor, 32 from 3, it's the most efficient offense in the country. Those numbers are good enough from a field goal percentage standpoint, but 25 offensive rebounds. At the end of the day, you can sum the game up. They shot 29 more times than we did. I mean, it's really amazing. It was as close as it was for that long.
Coach, can you just speak on Trades Green and how his transition from football to basketball has been beneficial to the team and what he brings?
Yeah, I think he brings great energy, effort, and toughness to our team, a competitive spirit. I admire what he's doing. He did not split any responsibilities. He was all in on football all the way through the bowl game. So he's having to learn a lot here on the fly. But I think as a teammate, that's the other challenge. He joined the team in January. I think he's been great and had instant respect and credibility, chemistry in the locker room there. And he'll continue to get better and better as he gets more experience. So he's been a great addition to the team.
Coach, I noticed the pin on your jacket. What is that? Could you tell me what that is?
Yeah, it's Coaches vs. Cancer Week. Started a long time ago. Back in the day of suits, it was suits and sneakers that everyone wore for that week. So just a chance. It's the National Association of Basketball Coaches, does it every year to raise dollars for cancer research.
It looked like Corey was playing through something for most of the game. Can you just update us on what maybe is wrong with him?
Yeah, hurt his foot there early in the game. They took him to the back to be evaluated. Everything was cleared, and he was allowed to return. Doc will see him again in the morning just to make sure he's good to go there. But I thought he did a good job responding and battling through.
Coach, despite the slow start in SEC play, you've shown that you can compete with some of the top teams in the league. What's a message that you have to your players to kind of turn things around?
I think the effort's fine. The preparation's fine. We got to get better. I mean, that's just all there is to it. We got to execute better on both ends of the floor. We got to find ways to clean up these margins that are preventing us from having an opportunity to win these games against, and we all know this is the best league in the history of college basketball. So it's certainly not going to get any easier. So we just got to find a way to get better and find ways to win.
Yeah, Matt, you play a lot of good teams in the league so far, but what sets that one apart? I mean, not you've seen them in person.
Well, a couple of things. I think balance is a word that really comes to mind, both from a personnel standpoint and both sides of the ball. Personnel-wise, they're the most efficient offensive team in the country because they can kill you in the post and on the glass with Broom, Cardwell, Chaney Johnson and company. And then they shoot it so well from three. They have 4 guys that are shooting between 38 and 43% from the three-point arc. So they have great balance there. And then along with their number 1 offense in the country, they're a top 10 defensive team because they're disruptive, as you saw tonight. They're top 3 in the country in block shots. They're top 3 in the country in fewest assisted baskets allowed. So you have to earn everything you get at that end of the floor. So their balance, their experience, their age is why they're having the success that they are, I believe, now at 19-1.
Coach, we haven't seen Noah Boyd check into the game since December. Could you kind of give us like a quick update on him and if we'll see him in the rotation in the future?
Yeah, Noah's cleared now. He's back from his ACL injury from last December. Right now it's just a numbers game where the rotation's at. But I think it's like anything. You come to practice every day, come to compete, you come to earn your role on the team, and we'll continue to encourage him to do so. He's been a great teammate, and I think he'll just keep getting better and better as he makes his return here.
I'm not sure if you noticed, but there were some, I think, Let's Go Auburn chants that came out in the PMAC. I guess what's your reaction to that?
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, Coach, just Cam's consistency and his ability to elevate his game. Seemingly every game. Just what can you say about his approach and just what he's been able to do?
Well, he's a relentless worker. I know you and I talked about it in the spring when we signed him. The big goal was he averaged 15 a game last year at Kansas State, but it wasn't always the most efficient 15 a game. Shot 30% from 3. Turnover rate was too high. So we really focused on that when we recruited him, and he's put in the work. He's in the gym every morning, makes a ton of threes. He's having the best year of his career because of the hard work he's put in. I thought incredibly efficient tonight. I mean, we're trying like crazy to get him as many shots as we can. Obviously, you saw Auburn denying every catch, trapping him in every screen opportunity. Goes 7 of 9 from the floor, gets to the free throw line 12 times. I think it's just a credit to the hard work that he's put in, and we got to continue to help him find solutions. Obviously, he's at the top of the other team's scouting report every night because of the success he's having on the offensive end of the floor. Okay, and thanks so much. I do want to just remind everyone on Saturday, we're recognizing Coach Brady's 2000 Sweet 16 team at LSU and have over 100 alums coming back for the game. It's the first time playing Texas as an SEC team. Obviously, we're desperate to get back in the win column and hope to have another great crowd and high-energy atmosphere to come out and honor one of the great teams in LSU basketball history. Thanks so much.